Oh my. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, so we're past the holiday season, the big one anyways. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. So we're past the big holiday season. There was the uh, I don't know how far back you want to go. Halloween. People love doing the Halloween thing. And then there was the Thanksgiving, and then there was the Christmas, and then we got to relax for about a week, for New Year's. And now, well, okay. So we got Valentine's Day coming up. But, this is a nice little time that we can just relax and regroup and start thinking about the year to come. Who have we got here? Yeah, I know. It's the first show of the year and I'm a little frazzled. Marissa, good morning. Happy Saturday. So, um, so yeah, it's the beginning of the year and it's time to start thinking about what you want to do for the year. And today I thought we would talk about trade shows. Trade shows. What are trade shows? Trade shows are events that are uh, industry presentations of equipment, supplies, um, education, and networking. Good morning, Cindy. It's good to see you. And Barb, too. Good morning. So, like I was saying, we're talking about trade shows today. So, trade shows, there are dozens. In fact, if you do a Google search for trade shows, you'll come up with all kinds of trade shows. Um, and not just for the garment industry, you will come up with trade shows for everything. If you want to sell promotional products, I believe it's called ASI, is a trade show that has dozens of events all over the country. If you want to sell uh, machining equipment, the industry my husband's involved in, there are trade shows where you can go and look at all these, $1 million machines that cut metal. Um, but we want to talk about trade shows. Good morning, Lisa. Look who's here, Lisa Shaw. Good morning. But we want to talk about trade shows that cater to our interest: embroidery, garment direct decorating. Um, I know we're primarily embroidery, but there's the whole um, garment transfer industry that's like really popping. There's print screen, screen printing. There's DTF. There's uh, direct to film, direct to garment, DTG. There's all kinds of different trade shows and quilting trade shows. Those quilters, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful quilts. The but they use embroidery. Yeah, your machine embroidery. Quilt as you go is a way that you make blocks, individual blocks, and you build each block as you go. What do we got here? Lisa, yes, Lisa. Everything embroidery market is in March. I know there's a second one throughout the year. But yeah, Lafayette is embroidery, sublimation, vinyl. Um, so who should go to trade shows? We kind of have an idea of what they are. They're places that you're going to find equipments, you're going to find education, you're going to find different products, different garment ideas, different, and of course, networking. Networking is so important. Networking, finding people of your tribe, finding people that have the same kind of passion you do for what we're doing here. So, kind of have an idea of where to find them, we're going to do a Google search. Um, I also have a small list of trade shows. Yep, that's exactly right, Lisa. If there is something that you are looking for specifically, say equipment, who do you want to see? Go to their website. Go to their website. There's usually a tab that says events or where to find us. Um, and there'll be a list. There'll be a list of where they're at. In fact, let me hold on. Oops, that was the wrong one. New year, new buttons. Okay, I am going to DP. I am going to bring up a website as soon. I know I'm so scattered. There we go. Doo, doo. Okay, so this website that I'm going to bring up is share screen, screen two. Okay, so and I bring this one up because it covers a lot of different things. Graphics Pro Expo, for example. If you go up here to their events and you click on that drop down menu, it is going to list for you all the different trade shows that they will be attending. Now, if Graphic Pro has something that you are specifically interested in and you want to see these people and you want to talk to these people, this is where you can find them. All right. And looking for my mouse. There we go. And you can find something similar to that for any of the vendors that you might be interested in. Um, where did that go again? Gosh, there it is. Um, there are others. There's um, Impressions Expo is coming up. That is a huge, huge trade show, and they actually have. I think there's three of them throughout the year. There's one in California, one in Texas, and I believe New Jersey. Atlantic City is the other one. But they have a trade show floor that is dedicated to new equipment and new ideas and products and how marketing and just anything you could possibly want to see can be found at Impressions. Those are the big industry trade shows. Um, Graphics Pro and Impressions Expos, like I said, those are the big industry trade shows. But what if your goal is more education? Yes, you can find education at these other trade shows, at the big ones. In fact, education is key at all of them. What if you're, in my case, for example, I'm pretty settled with the equipment I have, so I'm not shopping for equipment anymore. Not so much, anyways, but I want the education. Lisa's got a note here. DAX is great for education on the commercial side, and it is. I do DAX every year. This year, I'm going to DAX in Kansas City. I have a reason for that. I normally go to DAX in Tinley Park because it's only a couple-hour drive from where I live. But this year, there are some people that I want to see and I want to meet, and we're going to meet up at DAX in Kansas City. That's another reason to go to trade shows. Your education, your equipment, and your networking. To see the people that, again, are part of your tribe, share your passion. There's so many reasons to go to a trade show, but connecting with people live and in person, for me, is one of the most important reasons. And those trade shows, networking trade shows, um, what I call networking trade shows, are the smaller shows, like your quilting events. The two that are my favorite are the everything embroidery market. Again, I'll be there myself in March, and the applique getaway. Those are both those are both events that cater to the home user, the small home business, the hobby slash business prosumer. Um, and okay, they're also shopping events. A lot of the vendors that attend those particular trade shows sell product at their booth. The big commercial shows do not generally sell product at their booth. But if you're looking for a specific thing, maybe you want some glitter heat transfer vinyl, but you want to touch it and you want to look at it and you want to get an idea of how to use it. Dax and Applique Getaway are the two that I would suggest for that. Of course, like I said, there are others, but you're going to need to do a little research to find them. What does Barb get here? That's right. Dax has a show in Minneapolis this year. Um, and there is the Minneapolis Sewing Expo. Again, awesome events. And you're right, Barb. It's hard to get the shows further north and further west. Um, Maybe as a group we could petition and fight to get that going. So, okay, so these are some things I've got a small list of trade shows and events that going to I'm going to post in my YouTube comments. That way you can download. It's just a PDF. It's only got a handful of pieces on it. But one of the pieces it has on it, and I'm going to try to bring this up in my research, one of the pieces that is on this is about 6 tips for getting the most out of a trade show. So let me see if I can bring that up. It's a Printavo website. Printavo.com. And I know, gotta be a better way. I should be better prepared. I know. I'm just so glad that this is more of a casual atmosphere, that you guys don't hold me to such, strict, where did it go? It was just here. Oh, I found it. All right. It's in their blog under 6 tips. 6 tips. Of course, that requires typing skills. All right, so laugh at me. Go ahead. Let's see. 6 tips. Trade show. Oh, gosh. Printavo. I know. So, how you guys doing? You're right, Lisa. We need to show up at the shows in our area so that they are full and need to expand. What Lisa's saying is that if there is a trade show in your area, go to it, register for it. Thank you, Lisa. You are my tribe too. Um, so, yeah, if there's a trade show in your area, go to it. Don't let that trade show die off for lack of participation. Even if you just register long enough to go walk the floor, take an afternoon. Let the trade show administration, let the operators of these trade shows and events know that they are important to you. And yes, Cindy, that's awesome. Always try to do the Texas shows that pertain to our business. Yep. Now, some of us travel a little bit to get to those shows. I don't live anywhere near Texas, but I'll see you there, Cindy. Louisiana is a little be my first visit, but I'll be there for Lisa. Let's see what else. Again, like I said, Kansas City. I'm going there to meet up with some people. Normally, I go to Tinley Park, and I still might. It's only a couple hours, and I can go and see more people. So I know anybody that meets up with Cindy King, have your best face because she's going to take your picture. Yes, she is. Okay, I need to get back to this. Of course, it means trying to type again. printavo.com/blog/6 need to manage your print shop, 6 print shops to watch. Yeah. Do do do. It's a really good article. It's a really good write up on what you can do to get the most out of your trade show, to get the most education. Um, oh, 6 tips for getting I can't get it up. Okay, forgive me. I'm so sorry. You're sitting here. Oh, yes, Lisa, you're a genius. Yes, here it is. This is it. Thank you. Oh, see, Lisa, you're right. We're on page. We're on point. So this is an awesome place to find out more about what to look for while you're at a trade show. If we could get what was this, Cindy? If we could get Barb down to Texas, we could have our own Barb, Barb, we're calling out to you. Come on down and visit us in Texas. Lisa, I know you're um oh, we'll see you there, I'm sure. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. Lisa is packed with knowledge, Cindy. Do you know a lot of the knowledge that I share with everybody else started with Lisa Shaw? Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing Lisa Shaw at a trade show. Oh my God, 10 years ago. My the first trade show I went to, and I don't even remember what it was, what the show was. But she had so much information, and the education she provides is superior. sing Lisa's praises every day. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Do do do. You're right, Lisa. We do learn from each other, and that is why we are a tribe. And we all have this shared passion. Cindy met you, Lisa, at Applique Getaway. Okay. So, all right. So who should go to a trade show? Anybody that's looking for additional information regarding their passion. Why should you go to the trade show? To find the information regarding your passion. When? That's what we look up. Find find the information, search out the vendors you want to see at the trade show. Um Here, let me see if I can find them. We're just going to do a random search. Let's say we are looking for a new embroidery machine. Let's say we want to talk to somebody about a specific machine. We want to talk about the Happy embroidery machine. So we do a Google search and we find Happy embroidery machines. Let me put this up on screen. Let me put this up on screen the other way. And look, events and classes. What does it say? Events and classes. Probably help if I was scrolling on the right screen. Look at this. They've got a calendar here. In January, did you know that they have twice weekly education? Yes, they do. And look at down here. This is a trade show listing. Where are they going to be? I mean, I know where they're going to be, but we're going to look it up anyways. Oh, look. They're going to be at Oppressions Expo in Long Beach. You want to look at this machine? Then, yeah, go check them out in Long Beach. In fact, if you scroll through their calendar, oh, you can subscribe to their calendar. That's interesting. If there's other trade shows, you can ask them. Send a message. Say, listen, I can't make it to Long Beach, but I'd really like to see your product live and in person. Ask them for a list of their events. And Cindy has a great point here. Another reason to go to trade shows, if you are looking for a particular piece of equipment, show discounts can be amazing. They are, you can get your best deals at the show. You can't negotiate for a machine. Well, I suppose you can by email, but you're going to get a much better uh, experience live and in person. Okay, so trade shows. Anybody have any other thoughts? Any questions? Um, Myself personally, I've already committed myself to 3 trade shows this year, possibly a fourth. Um, Everything Embroidery Market in Lafayette, Louisiana. Uh, Dax in Kansas City. That actually comes first. Yeah, Cindy's right. They like to sell their floor models. Here, I have a story. My first commercial machine, I went to a half a dozen different trade shows to look at all the different machines. And in this traveling, I saw the same machine, and I'm serious, the same machine at pretty much every show with the same salespeople, with the same teams, and I asked questions and I touched and I played with, and then I would go to the next show and do the same thing. By the end of my search, I had pretty much decided on the machine I wanted. And I went to this booth. I went to the SWF booth and I sat down and we were talking about the machine. And I said, I'm ready. I'm ready to buy. But I tell you what, I'd rather have your floor model. How much do you want for your floor model? So we negotiated. We came to a deal, and the only stipulation with regard to the purchase is they needed that machine for one more trade show, and um, with that, they would drop it off at my house on their way back. They were going to a trade show out east. They was going to have to drive practically right past my house on their way back to St. Louis. And they dropped it off and set it up for me. And we did a quickie training kind of thing. My first machine was a floor, trade show floor model. And I love it. It works. I love it. And let's see. Louisiana is in February. No, Louisiana is in March. March 14. Gosh, been working on my class. I'm actually teaching in Louisiana. I am. Yeah. Been working on my class. Um, so going back, I'll be going to Kansas City in February, Louisiana in March, and then Applique Getaway in June. And then I was thinking about sliding Dax Tinley Park, and that's up in April, but I'll um I'll figure that out later. That might just be a day trip. Okay, so we're pretty much to the end of our day. If you ever have any questions, go ahead and pop off a message anytime. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me here at YouTube. In my YouTube comments, I'll post the PDF to the trade show list I have, which includes the Printavo blog posting about the 6 tips. Um, okay. Anything else? What are we going to talk about next week? Next week, let's see. I think we should go back to the machines next week or digitizing next week. What do you think? Got a preference? We could do a little digitizing, do a little stitch work. Let me know. All right? You are very welcome, Cindy. Thank you and the tribe for all the information and the fun Saturday get together. You know what? You know what I want to do? I want to bring you guys in. I think we'll do that next week. I'll figure it out. All right? Digitizing Zoom. Actually, Cindy, I can bring up to 10 guests in this format. And all I have to do is send you a link to be the guest. So I'll figure that out. I've got a friend over here that does this on a regular basis, and I'll figure it out. All right. Gonna say goodbye now. Again, just let me know if you need anything. I'll be around.
Wasn't that fun? Do you have more questions? Do you want to learn something new? Join me at quicktostitch.com for coffee and conversation, and we'll talk about it. Embroidery machines, designs, and business. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.